Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. As most of you know already that Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Oh my god, this is so difficult. Jesus. How are you guys so happy on YouTube like all the time? Hey. Okay. Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. As most of you know by now, about 8 weeks ago I had my son, our firstborn. I make it sound like we're like some like kingdom. firstborn child. Okay, sorry, seriousness. So I had my first child 8 weeks ago, really like 7.5 weeks ago, but 8 weeks ago. In these first 8 weeks, there have been products that I have absolutely loved and could not live without, and products that I absolutely should never have spent money on, like ever. This video is a video that I want to contribute to all the other videos that are out there on YouTube, the ones that helped me choose the things that I needed to purchase and the things that I could do without for bringing home a newborn. These videos really helped me out, and I think I actually saved myself a lot of money by not purchasing certain things. So I wanted to give everyone my 2 cents and let you know what top products absolutely have worked for us with Cooper as a newborn. So here are the top newborn must-haves, Cooper edition. Yeah. So first, let's start with all of like the cloth-ish things that we like absolutely swore by, needed, etc. So I'm going to try not to do things that are like common sense, like yes you need diapers, yes you need wipes, etc., a bath, whatnot, all that stuff. But I'm going to give you the things that like our lives would be changed if we didn't actually have these products. First thing is burp cloths. I made these. I make a lot of the stuff. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I make so much stuff, everything pretty much, like the sign that's behind me, the pillow that's over there, which is actually my version of a Bobby lounger. Yeah, but I make a ton of stuff, so I actually ended up making all of these burp cloths. Burp cloths have been absolutely essential. Not so much for burping. We haven't actually ever used them for like burping him, but I am exclusively breastfeeding. I guess kind of I am. I'm using a bottle, which we'll get to later, but I am not, we're not formula feeding, so he's just drinking breast milk, and I do breastfeed him probably like 98% of the time. When I breastfeed him, he is such a messy eater. Holy moly, this kid, I have some serious work, seriously, because this kid just like gets milk like there's milk like on the walls. Like I don't understand how this kid manages to get milk everywhere like he does. But what I found is essential is I lay this underneath his like mouth chin, kind of like this, and when he drinks and gets milk everywhere, it just goes onto here instead of like onto like the boppy pillow and to him and to all of his clothes and to my body and my stomach and my shirt and my pants and the floor. Yeah. And then also they are beneficial because I can, you know, wipe his mouth if he spits up, all that stuff. So having just and I made a ton of these. I made probably like 30 to 40 of these, and I actually go through them in one wash. just constantly using them. So I do definitely suggest 100% getting some good burp cloths, because you're gonna go through them a lot. The next thing that I found to be like really important having, and we use a lot, it's funny because I actually thought that we would use muslin blankets more than these, but we ended up using these more than those. Maybe it's because it's fall, winter-ish, and I wanted to keep them like a little extra warm. Maybe if I had like a spring or a summer baby, it would be different. But if you're having definitely a fall, winter, like early spring baby, having flannel receiving blankets is clutch. Now I, once again, have made these blankets. So I made, you can see I have one here. They're just like, I think I made them like 45 inches by 45 inches. Just like, just blankets, double lined blankets. I have like this one as well. These have come in handy so much, even since the day that we brought him home. We brought him home, and the first thing that I had him in was wrapped up in one of these blankets. We use them in the car, we use them when he's laying in, like, you know, his rock and play. We use him when we're holding him. We use them frequently, all the time. And it's funny because I really just didn't expect to use them as much as we do, but I'm happy I made as many as I did because we go through these a lot. So definitely I suggest having good blankets. The next thing that I'm going to talk about is probably one of my favorite products. I actually just watched them today on Shark Tank, which I'm so proud of this company, and I'm so proud of the woman who owns it. And I have no affiliation with them whatsoever. Like, totally just saw them on Instagram, purchased their product, and purchased a second one after having Cooper. So we had one, we realized how incredibly essential it was. Essential is like my new favorite word, so sorry. Essential. We figured out, like, we realized like how important it was to have one of these, and how frequently we used it. So we ended up getting a second one. So I'm going to show you the second one we got because I love it. Milk Snob. This right here, this material, as you can see, this is a car seat cover slash breastfeeding cover for your body, like your body. This product has come in handy so many times. First off, we pretty much used it every time we brought Cooper out up until like a few days ago. Cooper still doesn't have his vaccinations. Regardless of whether you are for or against vaccinations or whatever your opinion is about them, you still don't want people touching your baby when they're brand new. So having this over the car seat has helped so much. No one tries to stick their fingers into the car seat when I have one of these on. It's super breathable and light and easy. They come in like the most beautiful patterns ever. They're really not that expensive. And like, it works so well to breastfeed. The first time I ever tried to breastfeed in public, I used it. So easy, so easy. You put it on like halfway like this, and you can just have full range underneath. You don't have to worry about, like, you know, your love handles. You just had a baby. Like, you're not feeling the best. Like, you don't want like your love handle showing, or you don't want like your belly showing, you know, like, or your ninnies, your boobs. So having one of these has been so incredibly helpful to me, and I actually get anxiety when I realize that, like, we forgot to put it into our diaper bag. Like, that's how much I love these products. So it's called a Milk Snob. You can get them online. There's a few other companies out there, but Milk Snob is just, they just have the best patterns, and they really have the best following on social media. And the lady who owns the company is just like a mom, you know, trying to support her family, and I'm all about that. So yeah, so a car seat cover is definitely a newborn must-have. You will thank me. Another product that we have found to be incredibly helpful, I kind of knew that these were going to be really helpful, that we would use them a lot, but I still just want to point out, because I'm pretty sure not many people know that these actually even exist. Right here is it's called a Munchkin Liner. So it's a liner that's made by the company Munchkin, and basically what it is it's waterproof on this side right here, and then it's a terry cloth on this side, a very soft terry cloth, and they're probably about this size. And what they do is you can pretty much just put them anywhere, and it becomes a waterproof liner for wherever you lay your baby down. So we use them everywhere, and we have yet to have to clean any, I mean, like we clean them obviously, but we've yet to have to clean like any cover because of like spit up or a blowout or all that fun new baby stuff. These have, once, you know, like this gets soiled for whatever reason, if like you have, you know, you're still having trouble with a big blowout of a diaper, and you know, you get it on underneath the baby, you just put this into the wash instead of needing to change everything on the changing table. So they're I believe like $7.99 for 3 on Amazon. I actually ended up going back onto Amazon and purchasing a few more because they were awesome. So the next item that I want to talk about actually is more of a general item. I specifically use the Mobi Wrap, and I do have 2 ring slings. I find the Mobi Wrap to be better for newborn stage. It was a lot softer, keeps the baby a lot closer to my chest and a lot closer to me, and it just seems to be better for that newborn stage to have one of the stretchy slings. But as you know, since I'm already talking about it, one of my definite absolute newborn must-haves is a wrap of some sort, or a baby wearing device of some sort. Cooper does not like to be put down. I'm not upset about that because he's my newborn baby and I love him and I want to hold him, and I do believe in the 4th trimester. But obviously I need to be able to do things and clean my home and leave the house and just have arms, you know? So for about 5 weeks I didn't have really any way of putting Cooper down. I didn't have my Mobi Wrap until about a week or 2 ago. But since I got it, my life has changed drastically. I am able to let him nap in the sling. He's happy, I'm happy. I'm able to just move about. It does not hurt my back. It's fantastic. It is literally life-changing. So if you have a baby, or you want to prepare for a baby that might be very, I don't want to say clingy, because they're newborns, like they should be. They're just in your belly for 40 weeks mostly. Like they should want to stay on your belly. So I don't really like using the word clingy, but if you have a baby that definitely doesn't like to be put down, getting one of these wraps, investing in one of them is just a great idea. The Baby Catan, Mobi Wrap, anyone, whichever one you want to give a try, I say go for it. Mobi Wrap, absolutely love it, except for the fact that it does take a few minutes to put on. It is, you know, you gotta kind of like wrap yourself into it. But once you do that, you're fine and you get used to it, and it's really easy. Now on to baby clothing. I actually only have one thing to talk about with baby clothes. These saved our lives. Cooper was in one since the day that he came home. Every night we put him in one of these. It made nighttime routines so easy. Forget buttons, forget zippers, forget snaps. Whatever you want to tell me right now, forget it. These are hands down the best option for nighttime diaper changes with a newborn. Probably with any size baby. But it is by a company called Magnificent Baby. Don't know if you've heard of it, but they are incredible. So this is what it looks like. So they make a bunch of other clothing, but the gowns are just like, life-changing. Here is the magnificent baby gown. Why are these clothes so amazing? They're magnetic. Look at this. Bam, bam, bam. 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 How amazing is that? Magnetic. So they have these, which is fantastic for newborns if they, you know, scratch their faces at night or whatnot or whatever. They're nice, really soft material, and they're closed at the bottom. We actually have a few, we have 3 that that aren't closed at the bottom, so I don't know if they make like a winter and then a summer version, but some of them are open, some of them are closed. Regardless, all of them just as easy, just as amazing to use. In the middle of the night, we put him in one of these, and all I have to do is go bloop, change his diaper, and magnet back up. I don't have to do buttons, I don't have to pull stuff down, I don't have to pull stuff up, I don't have to put his feet into things. Amazing. So the next item that I want to talk about is an item that you are probably already very familiar with and have heard it many times. I was actually very disgusted with this item in the beginning. I do have to say I have yet to actually be the sucker. You already know where I'm going with this. I have yet to be the sucker. I am strictly the saline and holder person. My husband does all of the snot sucking, but it is the Nosefrida. As gross and weird and strange and just freaky as it seems, it is definitely the best way of getting your newborn to not be congested. Maybe about a week and a half ago, Cooper came down with his first like little cold, and he woke up very nasally and congested, and you can just hear that there was a bunch of stuff going on in there. So we whipped out the Nosefrida, we gave it a go, we did 2 little squirts of saline, we waited a few minutes just to get that to work a bit, and then we went to business, and the boogers that came out of this child's nose, you would think that he would be significantly older than he actually was, and that those had been up there for quite a while. But the Nosefrida absolutely works. It is so good to have on hand, and you are going to be wishing that you had gotten one the first time that you hear your baby congested, because they sound so cute. They sound like little piggies. They're like so yeah. But the Nosefrida definitely must have. Another thing in the like medicine department that we absolutely swear by, I would say probably around 3 weeks, Cooper started to get colicky. He started to get gassy, he started to get colicky, he was crying for no reason. Then he would have bouts of crying associated to gas pains. We were already exhausted, and it was just the anxiety that came from it, and I felt so bad that my baby was in so much pain. I did some research, and we came across Gerber Soothe Drops. This is what they look like. They are Gerber Soothe Probiotic Colic Drops, and they are a probiotic supplement. You do 5 drops direct on your nipple if you're breastfeeding, or into a bottle if you're feeding via bottle, whether that's breast milk or formula, and you give it to them every day. Doesn't matter what time of the day that you give it to them, but you give it to them every day, and around day 3 or 4 you start to see a change, and boy do you see a change. Ever since we started using it, he's been able to pass gas very easily. He never has like a built up, you know, gas bubble where he's just in pain. He burps very well. He is no problem changing diapers or going through diapers, this kid. We've yet to, since we started using it, ever have a colic episode. He is a happy, content, smiling, lovey baby, and I swear that it has a lot to do with the fact that we have him on Gerber Soothe. It's not dangerous for babies in any way. They actually say that colic is, some people, and studies say that there's a correlation between colic and like gut flora or like gut bacteria, and their babies don't have good bacteria in their digestive system until around 4 months old, which just so happens to also be when colic tends to go away. So by giving the baby probiotics, you're actually assisting and aiding their digestive system, which causes them to be able to pass gas more easily and not be in as much pain. Just, you know, everyone has their own opinion. Every study can be for or against something. This is what I've read, and our experience has been fantastic using Gerber Soothe. I actually know quite a few moms who also use it. Definitely a newborn must-have for us. I didn't like giving him gripe water all the time, or like gas medicine, all the gas drops. I just felt like I was putting just like, I don't know, I was just like constantly giving him to him, and I just didn't like it, and I felt like this is a more natural solution, and he seems to, this works far better than any gas drops or anything that we've tried. So definitely a must-have. So staying in kind of the same category, let's talk about this. This is Owlette. For those of you who have never heard of Owlette, you should. I actually, first few days that Cooper was here, I really didn't like using the Owlette. The sock wouldn't stay on his foot. It was giving me false readings. It was giving me more anxiety than not. And I didn't end up using it. But now I use it every single night. I make sure that I have the sock charged and ready to go because it is such a relief. It works perfectly now. It stays on his foot. So what Owlette is it gives you, it measures two things while your baby is sleeping. It gives you their oxygen level, and it gives them your heart rate. It will alert you if either one of them goes out of a normal range. We have had one red alert already. He was actually laying in bed with me, and he had fallen asleep, and he was pushed up against my side. I don't think that he was in any danger. I actually think that it was a false reading because he was fine. There was nothing wrong with him, but it did give me a red alert. I still to this day think back to that day where maybe if I didn't have the Owlette, something bad could have happened. So I even more so really love this product because it's, how can you dislike something that helps keep your baby safe? So I absolutely love it. We actually got it as a gift, so we ended up we didn't pay for it. It is very expensive. We were blessed to have received it as a gift. But I love it. It's a sock. It goes on the baby's foot. It takes a little while to kind of get used to remembering to like turn off the base once, you know, you like leave the room with the sock on, but and just kind of getting the overall like use of it. But once you do, fantastic product. If you guys have the money for it and you can splurge, I definitely suggest getting it. You might not like it in the beginning. I didn't really like it in the beginning. Now I love it. My husband can actually be at work, because he works overnights. He can be at work. He checks in every once in a while on his app and sees the live readings of our son's like heart rate and oxygen level. So like that's pretty awesome. So yeah, so I definitely suggest getting the Owlette. Another product that we absolutely love, which we purchased after having Cooper, was when we realized that we didn't know whether our baby was hot or cold. I was all like postpartum, and you know, my body temperature was all off, and I couldn't really feel whether the room was too hot or cold, and Dan wasn't really confident in whether he could tell whether it was warm or cold or not. You don't know what temperature you're supposed to have the room at, and you know, you don't even think about these things until you bring a baby home. So this product is like in absolutely no way, shape, or form necessary or like vital to parenthood in any way, but we when we saw it on Amazon, we were like, we need this product definitely. So it is the Gro Egg, and it will be red if the room is too hot. It will be yellow if the room is perfect. And it will be blue if the room is too cold. And it's all in relation to the temperature a room should be at for a baby. So it just, we barely use it anymore, but it was worth the 20-something dollars that it cost, because we were able, it taught us what temperature rooms should be and what they feel like, and we're really happy that we have it. So it's a newborn must-have for me. We had the money to splurge on items like this. It's not something that's definitely necessary, but I say if you have the money for it, definitely get it. If you're like us and don't know rooms of temperatures. Rooms of temperatures. The temperature of rooms. Another thing to talk about temperature really quickly is a thermometer. We went to go give Cooper a bath, and I had no idea what temperature to give him a bath for. Every time we put him in the bath, he would cry. Not because the water was too hot, but because the water was too cold. Eventually, I went onto Amazon and I purchased this very basic $7.99 thermometer. It had like over 8,000 reviews, almost 5 stars of being the best multi-purpose thermometer. You can use this for a baby's bath. You can also use this for a turkey. You can pretty much use it for whatever you need to take a temperature of. But we use it for the bath water, and we always make the bath water around 97 degrees, and he never cries now. So if your baby just so happens to be crying every time you put it in the bath, check the water temperature. The water might be too warm or might be too cold. Another product that has definitely come in handy, and you can probably tell by the amount that we have left, is this. This is Dapple Pure and Clean. Let's see if it'll... This is Dapple Pure and Clean bottles and dishes, and eliminates milk, film, and odor, fragrance free. It is an award-winning formula for super clean bottle, sippy cups, pacifiers, breast pump components, toddler wear. This is perfect for cleaning pacifiers, bottles, basically everything that it says that it does. I didn't feel comfortable using like Dial or like any other random soap on stuff that was going to go into my baby's mouth. So we use this, and it is perfect. The one and only bottle that we use in this family is the Como Tomo bottle. I'm sure you guys have seen these, and I'm sure you wondered about them. I was under the impression that we were going to be a Dr. Brown's bottle family. I have a ton of them actually. I only have one of these. I have a ton of Dr. Brown's bottles, and they just don't work for us. He does not like them. These bottles are fantastic. They're silicone, I believe. And it's soft, so you can squeeze them. They are just like boobs. And they work perfectly. They're cool looking too, and he loves them. So there's water coming out of this because I just cleaned it. Yeah, and he loves them. So I'm definitely going to be investing in more of these. He would not take a bottle until he started drinking from this, and I had freedom. Until then, I was exclusively breastfeeding. No, I didn't sleep for more than 2-hour period at a time. He was constantly attached to my boob. It was an intense like 4 or 5 weeks. This freedom in a bottle, seriously. I got my freedom back. So what this is a Binksy cart hammock. And what it does is it attaches to a shopping cart of pretty much any size, and you're able to put either your car seat in it, or you're able to put the baby directly into it. Now, it didn't occur to me until I was walking into a store for the first time with my baby that you either had to have you had the car seat in the shopping cart, which it doesn't actually fit at all in either part, or you had to bring in your stroller, but then you couldn't push around a shopping cart. So you pretty much had to choose between a shopping cart and a stroller, but if you chose the shopping cart, you pretty much weren't choosing the shopping cart because you would have to put the car seat in the big part, leaving you with virtually no room to do any shopping. So yeah, so I invested in one of these real quick. Another purchase that we had made after he was born. I had seen them, I wasn't sure. I put one on our baby registry, we never got it. I wasn't sure whether we'd actually need it. It was like a novelty gift, but I do have to say we have used this every time we have gone to a store, and it is definitely worth the investment. We have ours in black, and we love it. It is perfect, and definitely a newborn must-have in my book. Makes life so convenient. We're able to just like put him in, and we have use of the entire cart still. But that is it for my newborns must-have list. I hope that you guys find this even the slightest bit helpful. There were so many videos out there that I found helpful, and I really hope that I can help another mom or mom to be out. So thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you for watching any video on my channel. Thank you guys for supporting me and my new little family. It means so much to me and to us. And I always love to hear from you guys. If you haven't already, maybe subscribe to my channel. You don't have to if you don't want to. I hate when people are like, subscribe to my channel. Yeah, I will definitely have more videos coming out soon. So if you want to catch those, maybe subscribing is the best way to go. So I will speak to you guys soon. And I hope all you mamas out there are hanging in there. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.